All right, thank you, Randy. Well, the real estate market in the DMV is shifting. Inventory is up and home prices are softening. And with the recent final approval of the RFK Stadium redevelopment, there's a lot to unpack. So, of course, here with us, we have CEO of Real Estate Connection, Brian Coester, back with us to talk about what's going on. I could not wait to sit down and talk to you and catch up about RFK. So now that this deal is like closer to being, ready and, in fruition here, what does that mean for the housing market?
So it's interesting. The DMV is unique in the sense that you have really the global stage, right? You're in Rome at its peak. And the RFK investment, finalizing that deal, is going to completely revitalize that area, right? So 70% of the internet traffic goes to Northern Virginia. You're seeing, with Amazon's second headquarters, tremendous amount of investment. And that RFK is sort of like that one area on Benning Road that sort of has been destabilized when they pulled out. And what I think you're going to see is PG County is going to be doing great over the next 3 to 5 years, right? So you have, with all the casinos and all the investments down there, land is starting to sell for a lot. I'm seeing deals happen all the time that are, acreages are selling for millions and millions of dollars. And that whole Accokeek, Indian Head, up and north is really going to change. And RFK is going to be kind of like the cornerstone to that, right? Where you really start to see some serious investment. So it's very exciting. Yes, very exciting indeed. Now, are we officially in a buyer's market right now? It's close, right? Okay. So, what you're really seeing is the higher end market starting to come down, right? Properties are on the market longer, right? There's 30% more inventory than there were last year. There's decreases in home prices, right? So you're starting to see the macroeconomic factors that would indicate a buyer's market. The thing that is there's been a lot of buyers on the sidelines, so there's still pent-up demand. So as that demand comes off, right, as people start to buy, you're going to see start to shift, and you're going to see more and more price decreases over the next couple of years. Okay, so speaking of that, what about the interest rates? How are they going to shift? Well, that's the thing holding this whole thing up per se. Okay. Right now, 80% of sellers have an interest rate below 4%. So if you wanted to sell your house, you're coming into a completely new interest rate environment where interest rates now are like that 6.5%. If interest rates drop, which I think they will over the next couple months, you're going to start seeing more activity, more incentives for sellers to sell who are already sitting on some equity. And overall, it's a better, more healthy market. Okay, all right. And you did mention sellers, and do you have some quick advice for them? Yeah, so if you're going to sell now, right? So if there's not a lot on the market, it's going to get exponentially worse. If you're going to sell now. If you have to rent or kind of hold tight for a little bit, go ahead and do that. Get your equity. Okay, all right. Last word, get your equity. All right, Brian Coester, thank you so much for being here. Absolutely, thank you for having me. We'll be right back with more news, weather, and traffic. Thank you.